It has ulcerated, bled. No, Dr. Amdulal says. Her mother has her age on her side and a cancer that is slow growing. She could live to be 90, he says. Hope swells her father's despairing heart. She will need chemo to reduce the tumors, Dr. Amdulal advises, before a mastectomy is possible. Her tumors are too large. Bleeding, you know, he says. We may not be able to stop it. Color drains from her father's face. Anna's fingers turn cold. But not to worry, we'll reduce the tumors, Dr. Amdulal assures them. He has one caveat. The surgery must be done in the States. The island has good doctors. He is a good doctor, he says, studied at Cambridge. But the island does not have adequate hospitals. Gurneys and corridors serve as beds for overcrowded wards, and newspapers, not sheets, cover thin mattresses. Go to the States, Mrs. Sinclair, Dr. Amdulal urges. Beatrice Sinclair refuses. She is a patriot. She will not have surgery in the States. She will have surgery on her island home. She has faith in her country, in her doctors, she insists. Then stay here, Dr. Amdulal says. Stay here if you want to die. His bluntness angers Anna, but terrifies her too. Prosperity has come to the island on the second wave of an oil boom, and the government has built a new hospital, stocked it with the latest newfangled medical instruments and equipment. But no one, it seems, had given thought to beds and linens. Surgery was the thing. Every man for himself afterward. Yet, it is not the scarcity of beds and linens that scares Anna. It is the inability of the government to solve the problem of electrical outages that occur with frightening frequency on the island, shutting down traffic lights and turning roadways into a nightmare of cars and trucks snarled for miles around tight bends on the narrow roads. When lights go out and air conditioners no longer operate, work ceases at offices plunged into the sweltering heat. In hospitals, surgery has to be abandoned. There is an article in the newspaper about a patient who died when the machines shut down. And there is another story Anna overheard, whispered to her mother by a friend who does not yet know of her mother's tumors. Bribes have to be paid to customs officers if you want your goods cleared from the shipping docks on time. The woman's cousin, suffering from brain cancer, is forced to wait weeks for chemo. The drugs have arrived on the island, but the doctor has refused to pay the bribe. This is what happens when the government controls the hospitals, says the detractors of the system of socialized medicine the island has inherited from the British colonizers. We forget we are flawed creatures, the sons and daughters of Adam and Eve. We crave the incentives and rewards of capitalism. Go to the States, Dr. Amdulal implores her mother. You get service for your money. There are other considerations. Anna's mother gives another reason for her intransigence. For it is deliberate intransigence, Anna is convinced, that allows Beatrice Sinclair to remain defensive in spite of a death sentence that looms if she refuses surgery in the States, going so far as to accuse the good doctor of maligning his own country, of betraying his own people. She could die, Dr. Amdulal has said. But Beatrice Sinclair explains to her husband, John, and her daughter, Anna, that she fears having surgery in a country that has doctors and equipment for Americans and doctors and equipment for African Americans. She has seen the protest marches on cable TV. She knows about the statistics. American jails are crowded with black men. Anna wants her mother to live. She wants her to go to the States for surgery, but her motives are not entirely altruistic. If her mother has surgery on the island, she, as the daughter, her mother's only child, would be expected to stay by her side. This is the natural duty of a daughter whose mother is ill. The daughter abandons her work. She abandons her life. This is what Dr. Amdulal assumes that she will do, that she will stay on the island until her mother recovers from the rounds of chemo.